Hello everyone, today I will present our research on designing social reading support for spiritual well-being. In many religions, people are doing spiritual activities using digital devices. Using digital technologies to support the spiritual activities is called techno-spiritual practice. As digital technology advances, many SIGCHI studies have been conducted to understand the use of technologies for spiritual practice and explore design opportunities for promoting spiritual well-being. In this work, we focused on scripture reading. In many religions, scripture reading is one of the essential spiritual practice for developing religious faith. However, due to the considerable volume and difficulty of content, reading entire scripture and maintaining a scripture reading behavior is very challenging for many believers. For this reason, scripture reading often occurs in a social setting, such as a social group. Those who practice scripture reading within a small group can be motivated by sharing their reading progress and encouraging each other, called social support. Then, believers can be aided in achieving a goal of reading scripture. Therefore, in Christianity, scripture reading is often encouraged within a small group. Supporting social scripture reading with digital devices is similar to technologies in other domains for promoting well-being, such as physical health, in that it aims for habit formation and encourages desired behavior through motivation-enhancing features, such as social support. However, how to support the social scripture reading in the religious small group context has been unexplored. We believe that exploring how religion's unique context, such as pursuing spiritual formation, shape the motivations and experience of technology use would provide a new design space for techno-spiritual practice. Therefore, we set our research goal as understanding user experience in social scripture reading with mobile technology and how it differs from other goal-driven activities, and exploring how to support techno-spiritual practice of social scripture reading in small group. We designed the BibleCell, a social scripture reading tool. BibleCell offers a group room for social reading that provides social support and primary task support for reading. BibleCell provides a group dashboard, enabling small group members to share their reading goals and progress. The timeline displays reading events such as the completion of other members' daily reading, and members can leave messages on the timeline, such as personal inspiration or encouraging comments. Also, members receive a push notification when the timeline is updated. BibleCell automatically plans for reading the Bible for users based on the user's specified target day or the amount of reading for each day. Users can read the Bible through a mobile website and listen to the audio Bible. We conducted a user study in a large Korean Protestant church. In this church, there are about 300 small groups, and the Bible reading campaigns happens every summer break for 2 months. During the campaign, church members read through the Bible. At the beginning of the campaign, we introduced the BibleCell and its installation manual to the church. Then, after 2 months of the campaign, we conducted semi-structured interviews with 27 participants. As a result, we present 3 themes about social Bible reading in a small group context. In general, participants were motivated to read the Bible by receiving push notifications or checking group members' reading progress. Meanwhile, our participants felt burdened when they were behind their schedule. Participants responded that they were burdened with the amount of Bible they had to read to catch up, and they were concerned that other members would evaluate how well they had read the Bible. Interestingly, participants perceived the religious burden of reading the Bible because they thought that as Christians they should read the Bible for their spiritual formation and good relationship with God. Some participants considered that social reading as competition in good faith, and they read the Bible more by competing with others. However, most participants viewed social Bible reading as a cooperative group activities, in that finishing Bible reading was the group's shared goal. Interestingly, participants responded that they were motivated to read the Bible because all members should achieve a shared goal together for spiritual formation as a group, rather than being frustrated even if they lagged in the competition. Participants also mentioned that they felt a feeling of pervasive togetherness and sense of connectedness, even though BibleCell's simple and asynchronous interaction features. Finally, we found that a leader in a small group played an essential role as a facilitator. For the shared goal within the small group, leaders regularly checked group members' reading progress through the group dashboard and encouraged members by posting encouraging messages on the timeline. Most leaders responded that they felt pressured to be role models by reading the reading. Also, leaders helped members to set or adjust their reading goals according to the progress of each member by extending the deadline or narrowing the reading scope. The leaders' personalized adjustment encouraged members not to give up. Wanting to receive positive evaluation from others is normally related to concept of social face, which is the public image a person tries to maintain for their social identity. Many researchers utilize this aspect as a motivator to maintain performance when people are practicing activities in a group. In our case, participants mentioned that reading the Bible is the channel for them to think about and experience God and set the right relationship with God. Although some participants were concerned group members would evaluate their reading behavior, most participants regarded social spiritual reading as a cooperative group activities for spiritual formation as a group. Group facilitators also guided group members to be aware of the importance of the practice itself for the good relationship with God. Both social and spiritual aspects were driving factors for achieving the goal of spiritual social reading. Based on this, we proposed a concept of social spiritual phase, which incorporates a spiritual aspect in a social phase when users participate in spiritual group activities. Although BibleCell's social awareness features are simple and asynchronous, our results show that it facilitated the social spiritual awareness and motivated participants to be accountable for their online reading activities within a group as a part of their spiritual formation. In this paper, we further discussed how to facilitate social spiritual awareness for supporting spiritual practice in a small group.